Me and Matthew are having all sorts of communication problems tonight. So, I almost killed myself writing today. I was driving down the road using this voice recorder on my phone. Like, I got a long drive. I'll write while I'm driving. It's a terrible idea. Here's how far I got before I almost got hit by a semi. My brain is itching. My nose is running. I realized this week that I don't know how to live, but I'm sick of learning how to die. The way I'm living is a temper tantrum, and the 12 Steps program never worked for me because I don't seek forgiveness. I never even wanted redemption. That was when I semi came. I thought that was really ironic, actually. I really should just leave that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count the divider lines, they disappear under the truck. The hood of our big rig eating them up like some insatiable beast. You and me, he says, we're the last real cowboys. He's right. We're the last real vestige of the American West. The 1,000 dead bugs and cracked windshield tell the stories of our cannonball runs. Littered floors and bloodshot eyes have replaced our calendars. Local bartenders have replaced our therapists. And the 8-track gives us hope with a steady beat. Fuck John Wayne, he screams as he snorts a line and blows past the way station. This has been going on for 3 hours now, and I'm strangely comfortable. This is called Thoughts on Poetry. Poetry is a fickle thing to be in a relationship with. It is a domineering lover who does not know the meaning of later, but needs it done now, now, now. As such, I have had to pull the car over on the side of an interstate, hit the four-ways, and hope for the best. All because I needed to scratch out some thoughts on love, because maybe I'm onto something. Or I sit in my office, which is an uninsulated closet filled with disheveled thoughts and pornography that predates my existence. It is because of this chill in the air that most of my writing is done at the bar, and with it the worry that these drinks seep into my work more than they should. But still lady poetry stays, if only to heckle that all my favorite writers were published posthumously. I scoff at this and acknowledge that not a one amongst us as a species has died without regrets. In this, I too shall be no different. This is called American Scheme. I awoke last night in a sweat, eyes gaped open and throat tight shut. I awoke from the American dream. My original fear was that I wouldn't know what was going on. Upon waking, a new fear was confirmed, the fear of knowing and not having the power to speak. My mouth has been sewn shut by the Patriot Acts of the powers that be. My audience was rendered deaf as the freedom of speech or even my freedom to speak was rendered obsolete in the aftermath of smoking towers. Now we're living in a world of smoky mirrors, and no one seems to remember that John Kerry was never against the war. The hippies and the boomers raised the standard on the education-occupation link. Now most of the class of '03 is helping with a different sort of occupation because they don't have the money to be progressive. Plato once said, "Be wary of any enterprise requiring new clothes," and this sent me into a panic. I don't want to march for war and likewise for peace. I see regime change starts at home stuck to the bumper of a black SUV, but when I asked that lady for change, she said she didn't have any. Now I'm sitting on the sidewalk thinking about government, listening to Dylan and realizing no basement medicines can shut out new realizations, and the thought crossed my mind. Maybe this is the way it's always been. This is called Santa Fe. Where God's colors renew the horizon's edge, Salvation soldiers aren't to be found. And while prairie dogs find themselves squatters on their own land, upper crust artists show us where the day-old bread is. This is a good place to clear your head if there ever was one. Where dusty markets lead down dusty roads which lead right into the middle of where I want to be. Free and alone on the side of a mountain where the sun don't apologize to me and I don't have to explain myself to anyone else. Some go ahead and call this place God's country. I just call it New Mexico.
Yeah.